Video. Today we'll be continuing this series, and I'm making this at this time because it's kind of getting more late, so yeah. I remembered I have to record a video instead of just watching them today. Anyways, let's dive right in. So, first things first, we'll have the Russians will continue out exploring just over here, doing things. Historically, there was, I'm pretty sure one town where it was just Russians were in California for some reason. Like, one town. So that's funny. And they will eventually link up to Alaska. So yeah, they'll do a little more exploring. And they decide they want their colonies linked up because it's not fun having multiple separate colonies when you could just have one big one. So anyways, then Orange will begin exploring, and I'm trying to record a video.
What?
I'm trying to record a video.
Alright, finish up and go do it.
Alrighty, anyways, so yeah, the Orange guys will explore. Will kind of link up with the Russians, and they'll continue down here, and they'll get to understand. Ooh, we like this place. We like this place a lot. But what they don't like is this place. They do not like that place. They're also learning that it's kinda okay over here. I mean, it's not the best. And something about them has a gut feeling that they should not, and I repeat, should not be over in here. Just they have a gut feeling that something horrible will come out of that. Something that speaks, dare I say it, French. I know, horrible. How dare I curse? But it has to be done for the video. But, anyways, the Orange guys will continue exploring, kind of just, filling out this, doing things. Hold up, did I just almost perfectly make Mexico's border? Oh my god, I did. No way. I was just trying to fill in the region, and I accidentally almost perfectly made Mexico. Well, might as well just continue. So yeah, they'll explore up a little. They'll meet up with the Russians and make an agreement. Yeah. They decide, fine, we'll explore this area. And they do, and there we go. And then the French over here begin expanding. Which shouldn't be happening. I mean, these are the surrender monkeys. Why are they expanding? They shouldn't be doing that. They should be surrendering. To who? Absolutely no one. No, not they don't surrender to anyone. No, they surrender. They surrender. They say they surrender when there's nobody. Anyways, the Spanish will begin kind of just exploring over here. They're kind of just yeah, this place is cold. Why do we choose to be here? This is really cold. Why did we, the, mountain place, the, mountain European place, that's also kind of known for summer, choose to go over here? And to answer that, it's I don't know. But anyways, yeah, they'll just continue on exploring and all of that. They kind of just leave this massive pocket for now. They do a little more exploring into South America, though they don't get very far. And at this point, Poland's eyeing up Germany again. Because, I mean, like, come on, man. They got the perfect colonial position. They got the perfect port to get there. Poland's kind of beginning to eye up Germany again. And if Poland can eye up Germany, and if Poland gets some of Germany, then France wants some, and Italy wants some. And I'm pretty sure these orange guys would want some of their land back. But anyways, over here, a new contender, Ethiopia, decides to join the alliance that used to be between Persia and Poland. But with that, they also got a new contender and enter for the other side. They brought in Blue India. Yeah, Blue India. Both Ethiopia and Blue India aren't, like, if there is a war, they aren't meant to be, like, the main show, the main people doing everything. They're just meant to kind of soak up some hits, cause a distraction. That's kind of their plan, but these two asked to join the alliances. Anyways, over here, Manchuria begins to invade Red China. And God, they're fast. They're so fast that by the time the word even reaches the government that, hey, we're being invaded, it's the Manchurians marching into their capital to tell them they're being invaded. Like, just straight up. Before any letter of war could get there. They're just straight up. Bam. And the Manchurians are at the doorsteps of the castle and just saying, hey, yeah, we declared war on you a little bit ago, and we're here now. And Red China just decides to give up at this point, because, I mean, like, what can you do against this? They blitzed you so fast, you couldn't even you didn't even know you were being blitzed. And they decide to full annex. See, yeah. Manchuria has just made a major move. Which, now, Korea is really, really regretting not being able to put that rebellion under control. But speaking of, they're being invaded. And oh dear God, they're just absolutely crushed. They managed to naval invade. Korea surrenders, has to move their capital down here, and become a puppet. Because of this. So yeah. The major power here is clear. You know what? No. Let me revise that treaty. Korea doesn't become a puppet, and they get to keep Japan. Most of Japan. I'm pretty sure they had this, but nope, not anymore. Anyways, so now other nations are beginning to fear the Manchurians, as the Manchurians expand out into open space and connect up with these like green dudes. And these green dudes decide they want to be the ones to take down Manchuria. So they begin to invade. At first it's doing well because, I mean, it takes some time to get from here to there. But as soon as Manchuria hears and sends over some guys, it's just over. They didn't stand a chance. Just every major battle after the Manchurians actually knew what was going on, they won. They're just steamrolling everyone. Nobody understands how to catch up to them and not be steamrolled. It's to the point. It's to the point. Like, it's at the point where Russia steps in and asks the green guys first, and does a friendly invasion just to protect this territory from being invaded. Like, Jesus Christ, Manchuria. You are way too fast. So, yeah. That just happened. And at the negotiation table, Manchuria decides they want all this. And Russia can decide what to do with the rest. So, yeah. Manchuria's being Manchuria, which is scaring everyone. Everybody is scared of Manchuria being Manchuria. At this point, I don't even think it's fair to call them Manchuria anymore. But Russia decides that the best form of action would be a full annex. Because they could not, there's no way they could set up a rump state in that territory. There's just no way they could do it. It's just not possible. And Russia does a little bit of conquering of this. But so does Manchuria. So by the end, Russia and Manchuria share a long border, which both of them agreed upon. Both of them are they're actually kind of pretty friendly with each other now. Like, there was a little tension before, but they're getting along pretty well now. And Russia, being Russia, continues to expand. But, oh wait, what's this? Persia's actually contesting them in the region? Oh shoot, they didn't expect this. And they kind of don't want an war between the two alliances right now, so they're okay with settling. So yeah. Meanwhile, over here, Manchuria continues their absolute domination and just completely surrounds this region. Although West China does snag a little bit. But by the time that West China snags this, they get a letter from Manchuria just saying, hey bro, we're not at war yet, but now's a good time to surrender. And West China decides that now's a good time to surrender. So yeah. Manchuria is very feared. And when they arrive over here and make contact with India, everybody's panicking. Because, like, what? They're over here now? Where are they going to attack next? They could go after South China. They could go after Korea again. They could go after Myanmar. They could go after Bangladesh. They could go after Russia. You know, if they really wanted to, they could stretch over and go after Persia. But, for now, they're chill. And all three of the powers of Persia, Manchuria, and Russia agree to divvy up this land. But then they decide that's way too... No. I was thinking of something that decided no. So yeah, Manchuria has gotten big really fast. And they've decided they're gonna start to chill out now. They go out west, find the Russian settlements in California, and be like, we're taking some of this. No. They don't decide they're taking some of this. They just stay here for a little, then leave, so Russia reoccupies them. But where they go next? They go down south, over here, and stretch through, and stretch against the what are they called? Andes? Are they called the Andes? I forgot. But yeah, they stretch across this. They end up taking almost all of it. So yeah. Manchuria has a colony now. Some nations haven't even heard of Manchuria until now. And they're setting up a colony. And they're large, very large. So yeah, some nations are like, I'm sorry, Manchuria? What's that? And they're just showing Manchuria on the map, and they're just like, Jesus Christ! So yeah, Manchuria is being Manchuria. Don't know if we can call this being Manchuria anymore. I mean, like, that's like saying boys will be boys. Like, I don't even think you could say that anymore with what Manchuria has done. So, yeah. Manchuria is kind of just chilling over here with their colony. They finally discover the Darien Gap. And they decide to split it, although they don't really split. Like, they don't have, like, any control over the Darien Gap. They just agree that's where the border's going to be. So, yeah. But anyways, moving on. So, now, Bangladesh and South India have decided wait, South India? Oh my god. Is this, like, I'm pretty sure I used to refer to them as, like, what? East India? No. I don't think I actually ever did. Never mind. But yeah, Bangladesh and South India will go to war. Over what? Well, I couldn't really tell you. I don't even know what they're fighting for at this point. All I know is that whoever wins will probably annex the other. And neither side wants to let that happen. So they're both giving it their all. Which, they're both pretty strong. Giving it their all, they're about equal. 18, 20. You know what? Giving it their all, they're equal. They're actually just equal. So yeah, they kind of equal out. And this begins to drag a little. South India gets up over there. Bangladesh gets over here. Until Bangladesh decides to do a risky maneuver. Hold up, I need to plug in my phone before the video cuts out. Saved it. Whoa. That could have gone poorly. Could have had to make another post saying sorry that I cut out the video. But anyways, Bangladesh decides to make a maneuver. They manage to cut the supply line of South India. At first, South India is like, they've withdrawn a little. This is good. And then they realize what Bangladesh has just done. And realizes, this is bad. And begin getting absolutely pummeled. So neither side was really winning until Bangladesh decided encirclement was the way to go. And encirclement was the way to go. So now, South India is kind of fighting for its life over here. Nobody really understands how it's still hanging on to its capital region and parts and a little bit of Sri Lanka. Nobody really understands how it's still holding on to that. But it's clear the winner here is Bangladesh. So eventually, after enough fighting, South India is forced to throw in the towel. So yeah. And then they decide to fully annex South India. So now it's Bangladesh and East and West India. Now it's 19 minutes. We could do it like one more thing. What can we do? Italy decides it's gonna try something. It begins to set out. It's really just flowing down, not knowing where it's gonna end up. And it ends up over here. I have really no idea where this actually is on the map yet, and we landed over here in Africa. And, well, Italy decides this is a good place. And Italy decides that not only is this a good place, but they want to set up shop here. So they kind of just do that. They set up some nice little, a few nice little places. Some of them smaller, and some of them smaller than others. But they're overall a pretty nice place to be. Italian colonies. And Italy is pretty nice about its colonies. Like, oh, sure, yeah, you're my colony, but, like, I don't care if you decide that you want to lower taxes a little. Just as long as you keep paying me enough to sustain you, I'm fine. So, yeah. Italy. And they end up actually linking up with the orange. Which, yeah, now they're kind of revisiting Africa now. Wait, hold up, I'm pretty sure I haven't changed that southern Africa, that African border, of where they explored since, what, episode 2, maybe 3? Holy. So they're gonna begin to move down a little more. They're gonna kind of explore through the Congo. They like the gold there. But yeah, overall, just good. Places are good. They kind of just avoided all the bad places in Africa and just assumed that all of Africa's good. Bad places for, doing stuff countries want to do, like growing economies and farming and making farms and industry and, all that stuff. They seen all the good places. I mean, this place is perfect for farming. This place is perfect for mining. This place is, all around this coast is just perfect because people like the coast. But, the two places you wouldn't want to be, the Sahara and, I forgot this desert's name, they haven't really seen that much of. So they really just think most of Africa is really good to be. They don't really know. Anyways, Poland begins invading Germany. They connect up their territory, but they stop here. They stop at this front over here in the mainland, which Germany's confused. But meanwhile, over in the colonies, Poland is dominating, absolutely destroying Germany. So, while Germany is confused at home, it's just destroyed overseas. Then France joins in for the fun, because why not? They decide they want a little chip of it too. Then so does Orange, then Italy, and they all decide to peace out with what they got. So, yeah. Basically, everybody got a little chip of Germany, and now Germany is basically just like a little rump state. Very depressing German shape. But where have I seen this before? Sandwiched on one side, sandwiched on the other, sandwiched on a third side. Where have I seen this before? Oh, 25 minutes. But I think that'll... Oh, wait. Almost forgot. Poland annexes all German colonies, which is the big one. That's it. That's all German colonies. And Poland is very happy now because, hey, we got the colonies. Let's go. Woo! Now, I think that'll be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye.